Hello and welcome to the Matthew Allton Art channel again. Those of you who've been following the channel for a while will know that I do quite a lot of life drawing, and one of the sessions that I do is over Zoom. So I thought I would actually record one of these sessions and show you how the pencil sketches, I normally do pencil sketches but sometimes charcoal, are actually created. So that's the reason behind this video really. I attended the Zoom live drawing group last night, and this is the second drawing that I did for the evening. It was a 20-minute pose. Part of the joy of live drawing is that you don't have long to get all of the details in really. It's always going to be a sketch as opposed to a finished piece of work. But it's amazing how if you practice it, you can get much quicker and able to get quite a lot of the detail in within something like a 20-minute pose. It's not quite the same doing it over Zoom because of course you're a bit limited in terms of the camera quality at the other end, and also how far in can you get to the model. It's definitely better to do a face-to-face session, but as a sort of practice alternative, the Zoom sessions are really good, and they also happen every week, and there's people from all over the world that attend this session that I do. Great mix of people. We show the work to each other after we've done a couple of poses, and it's amazing to see the difference in the variety in the work that you can get from the same pose. You can see that I've started with the head here, as I often do, partly because that's sort of one of the detailed areas of a drawing, and sometimes you haven't got time to come back to that towards the end of a 20-minute pose, but also from a practical point of view, if you're working in something like pencil or charcoal, starting at the top of the paper means that you're not going to smudge as you go down, so it's sort of sensible to work from the top down. You can sort of see as I'm putting the marks on, I'm quite hesitant in terms of where I'm putting things. I'm constantly looking at angles. So is the angle of the front of the chest, for instance, correct? The stomach. When I'm putting details on like nose, eyes, ears, those sorts of things, I'm looking at the alignment of those. So is the eye slightly higher from a sort of horizontal point of view than the ear, for instance? Where is the nose? How far does it jut out? Is the chin in line with the end of the nose? Those sorts of things are what I'm constantly looking for, and that's a skill that I've built up over time by doing this repeatedly over and over again. So I tend not to use grids and things like that for drawing out anymore. I tend to be able to do it fairly accurately, even first time really, by just these constant observations as I'm drawing. Here you can see that I'm putting the upraised knee in, and I'm looking at things like negative shapes of the triangle that the arm, the leg and the stomach make here. So if you're sort of doing all these cross checks as you're adding the details, you're normally not going to be too far out really. You can see the way that I'm shading as well. It's just crosshatch sort of shading really, and this time you haven't got too much time to be able to get accurate shading, so you're sort of trying to put in the main areas of shading. Now just adding the hand, and again it's sort of like a very roughly sketched hand really, just to give the impression of a hand in the time that you've got. I do find life drawing endlessly fascinating, trying to get it right. It looks very wrong if it's wrong, so trying to get it right is the key thing. And basically the more you practice, the better you get at it. And of course it also improves all other aspects of your artwork as well, in terms of speed, accuracy, hand-eye coordination, that sort of thing. It's a fantastic discipline. Now I'm just trying to put in some of the shadow so that the figure is sitting in the corner of the room, which is where they were sitting. It's handy when you're doing these sessions if you get time checks throughout, and the group is very good at doing that, so they tell you how many minutes you've got left, so that you can work out what you want to concentrate on to make it a finished, not a finished piece, but a standalone piece sort of thing. And sometimes it's amazing when you're told that you've got 3 minutes left or something. If you haven't started an area, it's amazing what you can do in those 3 minutes. Again, I'm just adding some of the background. There's the corner of the room going in. Very, very few details. There's a door or something going in, and a picture on the wall above just going in to put the figure in the environment that they're sitting in. I think overall I've caught the weight of this body quite well and the way it's sitting. And it's not too bad an effort, really. Using the eraser there just to take out some of the shade that I've put in. And this is the finished picture. I'm quite pleased with it, as it's only 20 minutes long. I just thought it was useful for people to see what 20 minutes of drawing looks like when you've been doing it for a while. So this is what this video is all about. Well, thank you very much for your time, for watching it. If you've enjoyed it, then give it a thumbs up. That'd be really great. If you've got any comments about it, then please do write the comments and I'll try and reply to all of those. Okay, there'll probably be another one of these at some point in the future from the same session. Let me know what you think about that. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.